Yeah, Asher, what was the players' reaction on Sunday with everything that was happening in DC with the tarp not being on the field and the long delay and then having a suspended game with you guys ahead?
Definitely some disappointment. Just kind of not what you were expecting, but kind of it's the way 2020 is going. So just roll with the punches, and we'll just pick it up where we left off on Friday.
Dan Connolly, go ahead.
Kind of almost to follow up on that, Asher. I mean, you guys are a quarter way through the season now. What have your impressions been so far? You pitched 3 games. How different is this? Is anything strike you in particular? Like, what has struck you in these first 15 games from your other seasons?
Yeah, I mean it's way different. Everything other than in between the lines is different. So when you're training in between starts and then your time in the clubhouse, it's just extremely different, and it's an adjustment we all have to make. But I feel for the most part is once you cross the lines, it's still baseball. But it's definitely on the days I'm not pitching, I definitely see the difference when we have to sit in the stands or we have to go home because they don't want too many people in the clubhouse. So it's an adjustment and we're rolling with it. It's different. But like I said, when you're in between the lines, you're playing baseball and you're competing as hard as you can, and you're not thinking about anything else.
Rich Dubroff.
Well, Asher, you worked on 3 days rest on Sunday, and that's not usual these days. How did you feel? Could you have gone longer?
I felt good. I think I could have gone longer, but I definitely was feeling some fatigue in that 4th inning. And I think I know that the coaches could tell that at that point that I was starting to get a little fatigued. But I liked the way I felt. I liked the way I competed. Yeah, it was 3 days rest, but I feel like I would have rather done short rest than have extra long rest because right now it's still early and we're trying to get our rhythm. And I felt like it would have been better for me to go on short rest and continue my rhythm from my previous start than to have a long layoff.
John Mioli.
Asher, 2 questions. First off, just picking on something you said just now. You mentioned sometimes that you guys have to go home. If it's not your start day, are you at the ballpark for the entire game, or are they having the starters who aren't going leave at some point?
They've given us the choice, but we have found it that it's safer and more convenient to get our work in and then go home. So because it's just better off to not have so many bodies together in the stage. So we get our work in and then we've been going home.
And secondly, unrelated to that, I know in the spring and probably through the shutdown in summer camp, you were working on the splitter, changeup, whichever one of those. I don't recall specifically. How comfortable do you feel with that? And are you getting to a point where you're ready to work into a game more?
Yeah, it's so I've been throwing a changeup. I've been using it a little bit, but like I said, it's a 4th pitch for me. So I kind of just stick with my first 3 pitches and work in my changeup when I need to, and I'm like continue to work on it, continue to perfect it, and but yeah, it's definitely a pitch that's come a long way for me.
Bill Ladson, go ahead.
How would you describe your season, and what do you need to do to get better? It seems like slowly you're getting better.
Yeah, I just been trying to improve every single day, adjusting to this schedule, adjusting to this new way of baseball. So just taking it one day at a time, one pitch at a time, and just always trying to improve. So I like the way I've gone about my first 3 starts, and I'm just going to continue to build off them and continue to improve and keep moving forward.
Rakabaka.
Asher, is there anything about this team that's surprising you this year?
I mean, no. I mean, I came in and I'm more familiar with this team. And, getting traded here last year and getting to know everybody. But when you come in and you've been playing with a group of guys for a longer amount of time, you come in and you have expectations for yourself and for your teammates. And when you set those expectations high, and we, like I said in a previous interview, we're all professionals. We all want to win. We all want to be the best that we can be. And I feel like when you got a group of guys that do that, you're going to play well.